And now, a Doctor Who insider.
Exactly who are you?
Well, I'm new in town. The Doctor is a 907 and counting. I mean, 911 at the moment, I think. Year-old Time Lord.
Are you from another planet?
Yeah. So what do you think?
What?
Other planets want to check some out? And he travels around the universe in a blue police box, which is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So you walk in, and inside there is a whole world of dreams. Everything you could ever wish for. He's sort of like Willy Wonka, but older and more alien. He travels around the universe, defeating the bad guys with a companion, which is Amy Pond. You know how sometimes I have really brilliant ideas? Sorry. Look at me, I'm a target! Oh, hello!
He's just really unlikely as a hero, which makes him so brilliant, I think, because he's like this mad professor.
But we've got surprise on our side. They'll never expect 3 people to attack 12,000 Dalek battleships, because we'd be killed instantly, so it would be fairly short surprise. Forget surprise. He's the sort of harbourer of good and fun and madness, really. And he's the cleverest man in the universe and the silliest man in the universe.
So what if the gravity fails?
I thought about that.
And?
And we'll all plunge to our death. See? I thought about it. He's quite reckless. But, you know, he's a very brave man, the Doctor. If you're sitting up there in your silly little spaceship with all your silly little guns, just remember who's standing in your way.
There is in him such a moral core that when he sees something wrong or wicked, he can't not be involved. He has to do something.
He abhors guns and violence and anything like that. His greatest weapon is his brain.
You're not making any sense, man.
Excuse me, I'm making perfect sense. You're just not keeping up.
Also, and conveniently, for the long run of this show, now and then, if he comes close to death, he can completely renew himself. And this is, I think, what makes Doctor Who completely unique, is the Doctor doesn't just renew himself and get a new body, he becomes kind of a different person each time. Each Doctor is, while at some fundamental level the same man with the same memories, he's also a different version of that man. Each of the 11 Doctors are quite recognisably different people, and at the same time quite recognisably the same person.
It's so strange when you go all babyface. How early is this for you?
Very early.
This particular incarnation of the Doctor is very young. You know, he's quite eccentric, but also quite sexy and quite hip at the same time. It's a really interesting mix.
Told you I could get it working.
River Song, I could bloody kiss you.
Oh, maybe when you're older.
It's so fascinating because he's a very, very old spirit, in a sense, because he's been through so many changes physically. But yet at the same time, this Doctor is so young and so just excited by what's out there.
I'm being extremely clever up here, and there's no one to stand around looking impressed. What's the point in having you all?
With the combination of this childlike mischief and quality and this ancientness, that makes this Doctor really interesting. Really interesting.
Doctor Who, an all-new season, begins Saturday, April 23rd at 9, 8 Central. Only on BBC America.